Quantum Capitalist by Renee Garcia. From poverty psychology to wealth using practical quantum mechanics. Lesson 46. Hard Money Truths. In our last lesson, we confronted some uncomfortable truths about your energy, its immense value, and the loss incurred when it's frittered away. This round, we're diving headfirst into another chilly ocean, the hard truths about money. Many shudder at the mere thought of facing their financial narratives, but we're about to flip those narratives on their heads and give them a good, hard shake. Ever felt like money is this mystical, elusive entity, forever playing a game of hide and seek with you? Well, it's time for a reality check. Money is nothing but energy materialized. That's it. No mysticism involved. Our world runs on energy, which is why its material form, money, holds such sway. It's time to start seeing money as a physical extension of your own energy and power. More money equates to more freedom. And more freedom, that means you get to brazenly toy with the matrix rather than being its plaything. Do you feel that itch at the back of your mind? That's realization. Money is the confluence of thought energy, physical effort, and the pure brilliance of ideas pulled from the quantum field. Capture this trifecta, and congratulations, you've unlocked the vault. Look at Bill Gates. He didn't just stumble upon a fortune. He extracted a revolutionary idea from the quantum field, an operating system that would change the world. He invested attention, time, and sweat equity into realizing that idea. And what was his reward? Billionaire status. But let's get real for a second. Think about the person sweating under the sun, earning a minimum wage to dig a hole. Their physical energy earns them their day's wage. Here's the thing. The quality of the idea, combined with shrewd thinking and execution, determines the quantity of money one gets in exchange for his output. Consider jobs with a low barrier to entry, like trench digging. Essentially, they'll hand that position to nearly anyone with a pulse. Just show up, and you're in. Contrast that with high barrier jobs. These are reserved for the elite, the individuals attuned to their higher selves, who've dedicated time to mastering valuable skills. These are the people with an open line to the quantum field, effortlessly drawing out revolutionary ideas. See the difference? Our prior lesson on not wasting your energy wasn't just whimsical chatter. Notice how many individuals are trapped in a perpetual grind, inefficiently using their energy. Their pockets feel the weight or lack thereof. Fun and shadowy money tidbits. The dark side of the money moon. Sure, we talk about energy and money a lot, but let's dive into the darker, more mysterious waters of wealth. Money gained by shady means is just the human attempting to circumvent the balanced energetic exchange, or die trying. Criminal enterprises. The classic shortcut to riches. These aren't just people bending the rules. They're bending their entire moral compass in hopes of a fat payout. They account for the risk of being caught and the price of possible jail time. More risk, more reward, right? High-profile divorces. Poured all that time and energy into a relationship only to see it crumble. Time to cash in. They want all that time and energy back, and then some. A broken heart often demands the most significant compensation. The passive income myth. It sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Hit a button, watch the cash roll in. But surprise, surprise. It requires a hefty investment of attention, time, and energy up front. But once you've set the stage, the quantum field does indeed shower you with dividends. Strip dancing and morally questionable endeavors. the extra cash earned for shaking that booty? It's because the cost of your reputation and your sanity is baked into the price of the lap dance. Celebrities. Why do these people make so much money? Well, they are dialed into their soul code in ways that the Matrix approves of. This valuable combination is rare and highly lucrative. Rarities. Diamonds, jewelry, watches. Pure, unadulterated energy channeled into a material object. Take diamonds, for instance. Imagine how many impoverished Africans dig for how many hours to find a diamond, let alone one worthy of a royal title. It involves strategizing, immense physical energy, pain, and suffering. That's precisely why those prices are sky high. Insider trading. This is when someone uses confidential information to trade a company's stocks or bonds. It's illegal, but some people risk it for financial gain. Talk about defying the Matrix. Ponzi schemes. This is the ultimate energy drainer, inspired by none other than Charles Ponzi from the 20th century. It's a deceitful vortex that attracts investments by promising to fuel the energy, original investment, of earlier investors with the fresh energy, profits, injected by the newcomers. The illusion created is one of a thriving energy field, bustling with legitimate business exchanges, while, in reality, it's merely a recycling of new energy to placate the old. Eventually, the energy well runs dry. There simply isn't enough new energy to sustain the old, or the masterminds behind the scheme can no longer lure more energy donors. The entire facade crumbles, leaving a trail of drained and depleted investors. Gambling, a masterstroke on the poverty mindset. Lotteries and casinos ingeniously capitalize on the belief that for some, the only conceivable way to amass a fortune is through a windfall. The gambling matrix seductively whispers that wealth could be just a roll of the dice away for anyone and everyone. This wafer-thin glimmer of hope nestles deep within the psyches of the impoverished, because, without it, the prospect of wealth would be utterly non-existent. Patent trolling. This involves buying a patent, often from a bankrupt firm, and then suing another company by claiming that one of its products infringes on the copyrighted idea. It's less about innovation and more about making money from lawsuits. Art world shenanigans. Art is a feast for the senses, but the art market? A whole different kettle of fish. Counterfeit masterpieces, dodgy transactions, and orchestrated price surges barely scratch the surface. Some artists, in a twisted dance with their own energy, even annihilate their creations to inflate the worth of their remaining body of work. Captivatingly ruinous to distill one's energy into inciting scarcity, wouldn't you agree? Now, we're not saying you should turn to a life of crime or go shaking your booty for some extra cash. Unless that's your thing, no judgment here. But understanding the energy, and sometimes the lack of morals, behind these avenues of wealth can offer some fascinating insights into the world of money, energy, and the matrix. The recap. Money is fundamentally about optimizing your energy. While there are numerous shortcuts in this game, never forget that each comes with its hidden costs. Everything in this world bears a price tag. Absolutely everything. At the very least, you pay with your time. So, ditch your naivety. Stop viewing money as some esoteric force. It's merely the sum total of focused energy. If you're continuously drained, bleeding energy into the matrix, and getting zilch in return, whose fault is that? Yours. The moment you take control, prioritize, and harness your energy towards achieving financial wealth, the game changes. Stop pointing fingers at the matrix or blaming your programming. The real culprit? Your mismanagement of your energy. You're now in the know. So, are you just going to sit there? Or are you going to start quantum capitalisting? Your life, your choice. What's it going to be? Poke the brain. Reflect for a moment on all the time, energy, and attention you've squandered over the years. Just for fun, can you imagine how much wealth that would have equated to long-term had you known all this earlier? How might your life look different now? Are you ready to channel it into creating something better? Your next power move. Juggernaut Journal Exercise. Pathways to Higher Wealth. Objective: to challenge and stretch your mind in identifying and brainstorming avenues for higher wealth generation, shifting away from traditional and low-barrier methods. Baseline evaluation. Write down your current income sources. Next to each, mark whether it's a low, medium, or high-barrier source of income. Reflect on the amount of energy and time you invest in each of these sources. Brainstorming burst. Set a timer for 15 minutes. Rapidly jot down as many ideas as possible for creating wealth. Don't filter or judge. The goal is quantity. Evaluation. Review your list and circle the top 5 ideas that excite you the most or seem the most viable. For each of these ideas, consider: what skills or resources would you need? What barriers might you face? And how could they be overcome? How scalable is this idea? What's the potential return on investment? Time, energy, money. Deep dive. Select one idea from your top 5. Spend 30 minutes researching this idea online. Look for success stories, strategies, potential pitfalls, and market demand. Jot down key findings and insights. Planning. For your selected idea, draft a basic plan. What are the first 3 steps to get started? How can you acquire any necessary skills or resources? Set a tentative timeline for when you'd like to kickstart this venture. Visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself successfully implementing this idea. Feel the emotions tied to the increased wealth and freedom this venture brings. Commitment. Make a commitment to take one small action towards this idea within the next 48 hours. It could be as simple as reading a book, enrolling in a course, or having a conversation with someone in that field. Reflection. At the end of this exercise, reflect on the following questions. How did it feel to shift your mindset towards higher paths of wealth creation? What beliefs or fears surfaced during this exercise, and how can you address them? Are there individuals or communities who can support you in this new venture? Revisit this exercise periodically, especially as your skills, interests, and the economic landscape evolve. Remember, the path to higher wealth often requires continuous learning, adaptability, and resilience. Stay informed and remain proactive in seeking opportunities